All right, parents, this is for you. If you have kids in DPS, I want you to get to know the organization that invests in homegrown talent. It's called Ednium, the Alumni Collective. It really helps DPS alums thrive personally and professionally. So listen up to this. We have Executive Director Richard Mays, hello, and Development Manager David Martinez. Hello, you two.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
We're very excited to talk about this. Richard, tell me everything about Ednium, and I've never heard of it. I'm sure parents watching right now, they need to know. Talk to us.
Yeah. We're a new organization. Well, kind of new. 6 years old. We were founded in 2020 by a group of Denver Public Schools alumni who were really just talking about how we are products of the system, the K-12 education system, but they never asked us what worked and didn't work.
Oh, so that's it. There's no criticism?
There's no feedback or a process for that. So we brought together 150 alumni to talk about like what was valuable about your DPS experience and what was missing. And so we really focus on or believe in reinvesting in homegrown talent, that the people who grew up here, the people like David, myself, really want to be the leaders and change makers in our city, but we have to provide them the support throughout every transition point, whether that's high school to college to career. We really want to make sure there's a structure and a mechanism for them to really step into their power and belief, while also making sure that the systems or the educational experience for future alum really is positive and engaging for them.
I was going to say, it's like a ladder. I mean, it's like a structure you really need that most people don't have coming out of the DPS. So this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Ednium helped make financial literacy, and y'all know about me, a graduation requirement for Denver Public Schools. I just have to round of applause. First, thank you, because I can tell you about like photosynthesis, but I was taught nothing about finance. I'm financially illiterate, which is embarrassing because I'm a smart person, but I just wasn't taught, right? Explain why you believe financial literacy should be part of the program.
Well, that was one of the first things when we asked alumni, like what was missing from your experience? They're like, I know how to read, I know how to write, but like when you graduate, you have all of these credit cards that come at you.
APR?
Yeah, what does this all mean? Like I want to be a homeowner, but I don't know how to get there.
Yeah.
And we really believed in, there was, the missing piece was an actual personal finance course that you need to take in high school. And so in 2021, we advocated and passed a grad requirement in DPS. And then in 2025, it went to the state. So now every Colorado high school senior will have to take personal finance.
I cannot thank you enough for doing that and advocating for that. I think it's vital information. Like we get the mitochondria, but we need to know more about that. David, beyond just academics, Ednium is also working to shape leaders, which I think is leadership is so important. What does that look like?
Yeah, so I lead two of our programmings. The first one is the Leadership Launchpad, where we take this nuanced approach to leadership, where we really dive deep into self and identity, as well as culture, and we really operate with this idea that la cultura cura framework, so the culture cures. So we don't really think that we're going to be coming into these young people's lives and saving them and putting them on game. It's really that they have all the skills and knowledge on how to be successful, the leaders that they want to become within themselves. And it's really up to us to kind of draw it out and create the conditions for them to really live through it. And the second one, we have the Denver Deep Dive, which is an experiential learning experience. So one of our favorite things when we was kids going to school was field trips.
I mean, come on.
You know what I'm saying?
My mom was a docent at the Gallery of Art. She loved field trips were the best.
Yeah, so we incorporate that in this specific programming where we take folks into whatever system we're going to be interrogating.
Oh, wow.
And so if we're interrogating our political system, we take them into the Capitol. If we're doing our socioeconomic system, we take them to a small business like Olin Cafetzin, which is in East Aurora, to really immerse them into the system that we're interrogating. So yeah, we do a theoretical lens where we kind of understand what mechanisms uphold these systems. But then we also want them to kind of move and act on how to really shift these systems, because just because these systems have operated the same way for 30, 40 years, doesn't mean that the next 30, 40 years they have to operate in the same way. So we connect them with players, we build up their skills, their agency and knowledge in these spaces, and we really try to make something shake in those
Unbelievable.
spaces.
It's so interactive too. And some kids learn that way rather than just being like, oh, theoretically this. And by the way, you two created a new structure from the 30, 40 years before. I mean, you guys are creating that as we speak, so bravo to you. David, I wanted to ask you what the biggest obstacles are that people face after graduating.
Yeah, so
I was lost, by the way. I was so lost.
A lot of people are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing that we hear often, because the young homies that we serve are anywhere from 18 to 35.
Okay.
And so sometimes, right, we have the 18-year-old who kind of did everything that school told them to do.
That's what I did.
Right? You go to CU Boulder, you go to CSU, and you go and do the thing, but then you start to get a little disconnected
Yes.
from the city that you grew up and raised in. So Ednium's there to support those folks. We're here to support the people that went to the Harvards and are coming back to Denver to kind of get all the skills, the knowledge that they had learned to put it in action to the city. We kind of operate as that transitional period for them, that third space where you can get kind of reconnected. You can understand what the conditions are here as you've been away, but we also serve the folks who didn't go to college, who kind of really had to enter the workforce right away, whether it was like a familial thing or whether they just didn't jive with school. We operate and serve all of these folks, and so as you can imagine, right, the needs are very, very different.
Yeah.
So that's why we kind of put them in positions of authority, of leadership, to kind of tell us what are the things that you need, what kind of emotional support do you need.
Oh, I would have been so happy to have this.
Yeah, and co-create it with them, because we're not here to tell them anything what to do. We want to like co-create all these spaces with them.
Yeah, I really would have used you guys. I think that's unbelievable. Richard, I think, Debbie, this is unbelievable. And bravo for just saying, I see a vacuum, I see a space, and I'm going to fill it with something that we need. Bless you. Thank you so much for being here. I have ADD, so it's okay. All right, guys, Ednium is the Alumni Collective. As we said, they are reinvesting in our Denver homegrown talent. Applications for Ednium's leadership and launchpad, which I think is amazing. And of course, as you said, the Denver Deep Dive programs. They will open later this month or early July. You can learn all about this more and apply at ednium.org. Take a screenshot of this, send it to your fellow parents, send it to your PTA group if that's still a thing, your carpool, whatever. This could help so many people with a ladder and structure to success. So thank you so much for being here.